त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री महालक्ष्मी महासरस्वती महाकाली त्रिगुणात्मिका कुंडलिनी साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री आदिशक्ति माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः। ॐ त्वमेव साक्षात् श्री कल्की साक्षात् श्री सहस्रार स्वामिनी मोक्ष प्रदायिनी माताजी श्री निर्मला देव्यै नमो नमः।
Hello and welcome, everyone. It's just a few of us at the moment, but I'm sure once we have caught up for a bit, most of the others will be in. Hi, Gulshan. How are you tonight?
Hi, Lynn. Really well. And a very warm welcome to everyone joining us on day 26 today.
Yeah.
And it's a very exciting program. More on that later, but I hope everyone's been enjoying their meditations and whether you've been able to feel your vibrations. So I have a few questions. I thought I might just mention them now.
Good
and
idea.
then whether our participants wish to respond to them now, or you can do that a bit later or towards the end of the program. That's entirely at your comfort and convenience. So one of them was whether everyone's been meditating and meditating every day, and how are you feeling on your hands, on your fingertips, tingling sensations, heat, and how you're feeling about that. And also during your meditations, whether you have thoughts and how you deal with those thoughts, and or whether you can move yourself a little bit away and not worry too much about those thoughts and let them pass by. So a few of those things that we are quite curious and keen to know about.
Well, it's quite pertinent today, Gulshan, to be asking about how everyone's feeling vibrations in their hands, because it is about the Vishuddhi chakra, the center of the throat today. And we do have a nice little video excerpt towards the end of the session today where Shri Mataji is giving some advice about feeling vibrations. So that's just a little short 4-minute excerpt, which will be quite interesting to hear later on. I would also like to hear how everyone found the last session we did on the heart. I thought it was lovely, that heart session that your son Madhav and Vara did. It was really lovely.
Yeah.
So I hope everyone else enjoyed that as well.
Vishuddhi is quite interesting because it's not just about using our voice. It's actually also about how we communicate our words, our empathy, or our emotions, or our love through the medium of the voice as well, isn't it?
It is, and not thinking and then using the Vishuddhi with our thoughts, but feeling from your heart and then using that heart to communicate as well.
Yeah.
More rather than.
That's right. So, well, we have a few people, and shall we begin?
Yep.
And
let's
so
start.
it is, I have to jump in here and say, with great pleasure, I am going to introduce our presenter for tonight. And it is one and only, sitting in front of us, Lynn, who's going to take us through a lovely topic about Vishuddhi. It's pretty interesting and it's complex. It's really important for us because it guides us how to feel vibrations on our hands. So all yours, Lynn.
Well, it's our collectivity with ourselves and collectivity with everyone else as well, with each other. But I won't talk too much about it because we've got a lovely talk where Shri Mataji is talking about Shri Krishna and what is the meaning of our life once we get our self-realization. But first of all, before we get too much into that, let us raise our Kundalini and place ourselves into Bandhan to start with, and maybe we'll do a little bit of balancing as well. So just sitting comfortably and just with your hands the usual way, raising our Kundalini. Tying 2 knots. And then 3 knots. So we really want to keep our attention up there above that brain and protecting ourselves with those vibrations. And let's just settle down, feet flat on the earth, palms are open. You can look towards the photograph of Shri Mataji initially, but as your attention passes over your Agya chakra, you can close your eyes. So let's ask, Mother, please give me the wisdom and the innocence at my Muladhara chakra, my first energy center. And up towards our Swadhisthana center, the lower part of our tummy. Mother, please strengthen my pure desire. We can close our eyes whenever we feel that our attention is settled. And let's just clear our left channel entirely now that we're up at the Swadhisthana level by dropping our right hand down towards the earth. We might, we've got a slide of clearing the left and right side. We might just do that now. If Rita, if you could pop that slide up for everyone. So our right hand is down towards the earth. And our left hand, the side we're clearing, is open on our lap. So your attention is simultaneously on the top of your head and then along the whole left side. And you're asking Mother Earth to please absorb any habits, anything from the past that keeps pulling me from the center. Now bring that right hand, there it is, there's your slide. So just bring that right hand back up onto your lap and bend the left hand up towards the sky, the ether. And we're asking the Divine Mother, please absorb all the heat from my right side, from my action side, into the air. So the hand you're clearing, the right side, is on your lap, and the left one is funneling out the heat from the right side into the air. That's feeling quite cool for me now. So let's just bring both hands back on our lap. Palms are open. So at the Nabi center, where our belly button is, so our attention is simultaneously at our belly button and on the top of our head. We're asking, Mother, please give me the peace. Mother, I am satisfied. Of course, all around the stomach area is the center of our mastery, so we can say that, Mother, I am my own master. Up to the heart center. In the center heart, of course, let me feel the fearlessness in my heart. Mother, please give me the strength to follow my spirit. And just coming up to the throat, just in the center there. Mother, please give me the quality of witnessing. And on the right side, please give me the divine diplomacy. On the left side, of course, I am not guilty. Let me face any mistakes I make and not feel guilty. And up to the forehead, to that Agya center. I forgive. I forgive everyone, and I forgive myself. And with all our attention now up at the Sasrara, just place the center of our palm with the fingers pushed back onto that Sasrara, the soft spot in the middle of our head, the fontanelle area, massaging it in a clockwise direction. Mother, please strengthen my self-realization. Please establish my self-realization. Raising our hand up. Just try to feel that flow. Could be far, could be close. Wherever you feel that flow. Keeping your attention there, bring your hand back, open on your lap. Just feeling your heart flowing on your breath up through the Sahasrara. Just maintaining that meditative feeling. We'll slowly open our eyes and we'll watch the video of Shri Mataji talking about Shri Krishna, talking about our qualities as realized souls and the spontaneity.
As you know, that you all have been seeking before coming to surgery. You went to different places, read lots of books, and also some of you were lost. And in that seeking, perhaps you did not know what you were seeking. What you were seeking was to know yourself. In all religions, it is said, know thyself. It is a common thing all of them have said. This is one point which is absolutely there in every religion, know thyself. Because without knowing yourself, you will not know God. You will not know spirituality. So the first step was to know yourself. And that one, people did all kinds of tricks with you, that they taught you in a different ways and tried to actually loot you and cheat you. All those things have happened, it's finished. So then you come to Sahaja and you get your self-realization. But what is the purpose of self-realization? Is to know God or the goddess. That is the purpose of self-realization. But after getting self-realization, what should happen to you? Many of you have lost interest in nonsensical things like drugs and all those things. You have lost interest in reading also useless books. You have lost interest in other habits like drinking and all that. But that's not enough. That's not enough. That would happen in any way. What has to happen by knowing God is that why does God want you to know Him? Because He wants to see His reflection in you. He wants to see your reflection That's why He has created you, and He wants to see His reflection in you. Same with the Goddess. She has given you self-realization because she wants to see her reflection in you. So you have to prepare yourself for that reflection, which is so much purer, beautiful, loving, compassionate, and above all, full of wisdom. So this is the point one has to reach, where you understand you have to have wisdom. If you are lacking in wisdom, then you are not a self-realized person. At the level of Shri Krishna, you see, He wants you to become one part and parcel of the Virata. Or the Viratangana also wants the same thing, that you should become part and parcel of the Virata. Not because you are realized souls now, so you go about thinking you are perfectly all right, you don't have to do anything about it. What do you do beyond this is the point. That after self-realization, you have to see the reflection that should be within you from the lives of these people like Shri Krishna. Shri Krishna was first born in a very difficult situation, as you know, and he was carried from there to Gokul, where he was brought up by Yashoda. Now there he started his playfulness. So you have to be playful in life. You have to create fun and joy. He didn't say that you sit down like an old sage somewhere in the Himalayas, but you mix up with children. You talk to them, you play with them, have fun. At the same time, he was destroying negative forces which acted upon him. In his playfulness only he has done it. As a child only he has done it. How matured he was as a child, you can see that he killed Putana, and there are two horrible Rakshasas also. He killed them. At the same time, he was playing with the gopis and teasing them, troubling them, making fun of them. Why? Because he wanted them to be playful. And all kinds of celebrations he arranged. He had once a big rain came and he lifted the complete mountain on his fingertips. That time, these people should have understood that it's not possible. It's a miracle. But he was just standing there with one finger at the mountain. In a very simple, unassuming manner. He was doing all that to protect all the boys who were playing with him. Then he went and killed Kalia, the one who was a big snake, in the water. In the water, this horrible fellow was creating venom, and by which many people were killed. It took him no time, and he jumped inside that horrible water of Yamuna, from where he rescued, in a way, all the people by killing or hitting, or you can say that by winning over this Kalia. But the wives of the big serpents asked him that please forgive him. And he forgave. All these things show a child of 6, 7 years doing all these great things without feeling what he was doing. We can say that without even thinking about it. But he achieved it because he was aware that he was Shri Krishna. So first thing, you have to be aware that you are self-realized people. You are not ordinary people to behave in an ordinary way. You are special people, made specially to reflect the qualities of God Almighty. It's not expected that you go and kill Kalia. But the situation is such today that you are all the time protected. You are all the time protected. No one can harm you. No one can kill you. And you can be looked after because you are Sahajogis. Now, what should be the attitude of a Sahajogi towards taking decisions? One should understand. It should be a spontaneous decision. You don't have to tally it with this, go there and find out. And immediately, spontaneous, like Shri Krishna who jumped inside the river. So in the same way, you should have a very spontaneous decision for anything. Now you want to buy, say, a carpet. All right. You go in the shop and immediately you should know which is the one. In every walk of life, you should have a very spontaneous decision. Instant decision. But what I find, the style is very different. They'll go from shop to shop, then make a list of it, then make all the measurements, then go home and say that we'll decide it tomorrow. That's not the way a Sahajogi behaves. Sahajogi has to decide everything absolutely spontaneously at that moment. It should be like this. Now somebody is getting drowned. So the first impulse should be that you have to save. And how do you save? You jump in the water. Because you are protected. Nothing can happen to you. So just jump in the water and you'll save the person. Minimum of minimum, this should be your attitude. This should be your temperament, that you take a very spontaneous decision. All this thinking and all kinds of decision making and having a big conference for decisions and all that, not needed. In day-to-day life also, you have to be like that. Also in every political life, economic life, or any other life you have to lead, you have to be very spontaneous. How do you become spontaneous? What quality you have got? What is the weapon you have got to know what decision to take? Do you know? You have got vibrations. You have the feel of the vibration. And you know what vibrations are. You know what vibrations tell you and convey and communicate to you. They speak to you. So through your vibrations, you should know in a second what should you do. For example, now, somebody told me that, Mother, when I came to Kabela, I felt tremendous vibration. It's a fact. But how many of you feel that way? Because your sensitivity is not yet developed. You have to be sensitive about your vibrations. You should know, looking at anyone, sitting next to anyone, even shaking hands with anyone, you should know what sort of vibration that person has. This kind of sensitivity, if you develop, then you will definitely take a very spontaneous decision. You know, I'm very good at it. I bought this Kabila in 5 minutes. Really 5 minutes. When I came here, they said you can't go up because you have a big car. So the mayor said, all right, come along. I'll take you in my car. So I went with him on the car, on that car, and I saw it. It was all dilapidated, no doubt. It was all absolutely in a shambles. All right. And looked like a ghostly place, no doubt. And everybody who was with me, they say, wow, what a place, mother. You can't buy that. So I told the mayor, I'm buying it. When? Today, now. He was amazed. I said, you tell me how do I buy? He said, very easy in this Italy. You have to buy like this, that you pay 1/3 of the price, all right? And then you can occupy. If you find something wrong with the place, you can give up. But then you will not get your money. But if the other fellow who is selling you says no, then he has to pay double. I said, very good bargain. I'm buying, I've told you I'm buying, I'll buy. And everybody was surprised what mother was doing. So what decided was the vibrations. Vibrations of the place. Just decided I said I'm buying. That way they took me to 7, I think, castles. I said no. Outside only I could say no. And they were surprised I didn't even go inside. I said, ask them what was here. They said nunnery. I said, see. Now, you should develop that kind of a spontaneous decision. Then you will be amazed how in such a short time you can really achieve such great things. But that doesn't mean that you all should do that way. First, you should have that sensitivity of vibration. If you have that sensitivity of vibrations, then I would say you are now matured in such.
So let's just absorb the vibrations for a bit longer. We'll just be in silent meditation for a little while. Just take your attention up into the Sahasrara with your hand if you need to. Live. So we'll just try and deepen our meditation a little more. And this is participatory, this next session, that section of the meditation. So get Rita to pop up a slide, which is the mantra format. So whilst I'll say the mantra, you'll have the slide so you can join in. And so it's pretty much the same format, but you insert the name of the incarnation or the deity in that format. So we'll have it up in a sec, and you can have a look at that and join in. Then you don't have to listen to me. You can listen to yourself. So it's basically the same format, and it'd be good to start doing that. Some of you may already have tried, but we have been in some of the sessions now having mantras. So the main one, of course, will be Shri Krishna for the central part of the Vishuddhi center. Then we'll have on the left, we'll have Vishnumaya, there it is. You can, hopefully you can read that. So that's the same format for each of the mantras, all of the mantras you do, in fact. Oops, it's gone to a grey box, Rita. And then on the right Vishuddhi, there it is, it's back, thank you. On the right Vishuddhi then, the place of our diplomacy, then that will be Shri Yashoda, who is the mother of Shri Krishna. And you heard Shri Mataji talking about Yashoda during her talk just now. So we'll start at the top and go down the list. So let me try and read it. I've got my screen is very small. I'll enlarge it a bit. So still in your meditative mood, you can even put your hand at the Vishuddhi on the throat. So for the central channel, you can have your hand there, and we'll say that first mantra, which is, I hope I've got my sound. Yes, I've got sound. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. So it has quite a lovely effect on your chakras, the mantras. Let's say it again. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. I hope you can feel that increase in vibrations. Once more, 3 times is a good number. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Radha Krishna Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let's go to the left Vishuddhi. So your right hand is on your left shoulder area. I hope that's not restricting your singing of the mantras. We'll just do these ones once. This is Shri Vishnumaya. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Vishnumaya Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Just try to see how your hands are feeling, how your Vishuddhi center is feeling, and at the same time, how your Sasrara is feeling above your head. And the third mantra, don't forget to join in, your left hand on your right Vishuddhi, and this we're saying Shri Krishna's mother, Shri Yashoda. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Yashoda Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. And bringing both hands down. Just taking your attention back on top of your head. Just see what's happening up there. So we'll just try to maintain our meditation. So again, raising the attention up to your Sasrara. And either close your eyes or look towards Shri Mataji's photograph. Just a couple of minutes just to strengthen our meditation a bit more. Thanks, Rita. We have got that excerpt that I mentioned earlier where Shri Mataji is giving some advice on how to look after our Vishuddhi center a bit more and how to feel vibrations. Things we can do to feel the vibrations more, which I know some of you worry about sometimes, but don't worry, everything will work out.
Sarju who've been in Sarju for a long time don't feel cold breeze, they don't feel any catches. Some people feel burning all the time, some people feel the things in their head, in their body, toes, hands. Is there a way we're going to develop where we can feel things, all of us, all over, or is it just some people feel different things?
No. You see, to begin with, it has something to do with your nervous system. All right. So if your nervous system is disturbed, you may not feel at all. For the nervous system, best thing is to do massage. You see, somebody should massage their back, hands. Also, I have told many a times that you rub your hands with vibrated olive oil quite a lot and rub these things so they become sensitive. Could be with insensitivity. But if they can feel the catches in the body, that means they are all right. Only the Vishuddhi is not all right. Rub the thing on the Vishuddhi, work on Vishuddhi, clear it out. And for Vishuddhi, if you can use, say, butter to rub on the here and rub all these muscles, you see, with that, all these things will work out for your hand. But supposing there's no cool breeze coming out of the head, possibly, then the realization is not yet established. See, other people should say whether there's a cool breeze coming, because the person who is not realized may not feel it. Supposing he does not feel it and you feel it, then he's realized. Only thing his chakras are to be cleared out. It's a different category of people. Then there are some people whose Kundalini has not risen, they are still surgeons like that. Maybe, I don't know if there are any. Those people who are unmarried for long, they are very difficult people, because they never feel the cool breeze in the hand, quite a lot, like that. But it is not so. They are realized souls. In any case, they may not feel it, but they are realized souls, you see. Because a kind of a softness, a kind of a balance is developed after marriage, which is not there. And that's how some people don't feel it. There are various reasons. Some people who are ego-oriented more, they should turn their left to the right many a times. They should find out from the hands, you see. One hand is bigger, one hand is smaller. That means the left side, if it is smaller, that means you have to raise left to the right. You see, from the size of the hands and all that you can see. Putting one hand towards the photograph, another hand outside. Work it out in so many ways, because you have permutations and combinations of certain mystics. But that doesn't mean you develop this left Vishuddhi by any chance, because that's the worst thing that can happen. If you develop the left Vishuddhi, then it's a very difficult situation. Now, for this kind of a thing, I think I'll give you a complete lecture on one day, complete, as to see what permutations and combinations of different chakras can create. All right? But symptoms are outside. The symptoms are mostly outside. There's no need to, from a personality you can see what it is he's catching. There's a very great problem with people, that they don't feel the vibrations. Some people just don't feel. How many there are like that, who never feel any vibrations? Never felt. Never. Raise your hand. I know Kelly.
No, never.
And you have felt it sometime. All right.
But since I came to the ashram, I think my hands have been very hot all the time.
Which
but
one?
I feel the catches inside. But
Both the hands are. What work you are doing in the ashram?
not very much,
All right. You had a left side catch. All right. You can see clearly. Your right hand is very shining. The left, there is a problem. You see, these fingers are not so shining as the things are. You had a left side problem, if you remember it. All right. So that's fighting. In the ashram, the vibrations are fighting. That's why I feel hot. There's nothing wrong with it. It will correct it. You will have cool breeze. Put your right hand always up and left hand towards me. It will correct it.
So we'll have another meditation, an Om meditation, which you've had before, I think, but it's so awfully nice. We'll do that meditation, and then we'll chat a little bit more about what you're feeling and what else we can do just to clear that Vishuddhi channel and, how you feel the vibrations in different ways as well. So, Rita, if we can, thank you. That concludes the main meditation of our program. Let's just raise our kundalinis and put on a bandhan, and then I might call Gulshan and maybe Rita too. Rita, who's been our wonderful tech tonight. Thank you, Rita. Feel free to come down and join us. We'll just raise our kundalinis and put our bandhans on. I think that's 3. Thank you for the lovely meditation with you all. So feel free to unmute and ask a question.
You may have to give them the powers. Link.
Yeah, that is true. Let me see if I can give you the power. Allow participants to unmute. Yes, I've given you that power. You can unmute and you can start video. Because it is all about using your Vishuddhi now.
Not being shy and communicating.
Plus, we were going to share our meditation spaces. So let me set the ball rolling. I will take off my virtual background, I think. Oh, yeah. Okay, there's my meditation space.
Oh, very nice.
Whoops.
Lovely flowers too.
Yours is very fancy, Gulshan, I must say.
Thank you, Lynn. Yes.
So who's the first one who's got their meditation space ready to share? Do you have any questions, Gulshan?
Well, I was wondering if participants would like to, if you not ready to show us your meditation space, we hope you might do that next time, but tell us how you've been feeling on your hands and how you're feeling the vibrations. That's something we can talk about tonight. Oh, hi, Rita.
Oh, there she is. Hi, Rita. Come on down.
How are you? I have a question for
good.
you guys to share.
Yes.
Because Shri Mataji in the talk was talking about using oil in the hands, but she was talking about vibrated oil. So
Yes.
Sorry, carry on.
No, please let me allow you to finish your question.
Oh, no, that was my question. Please explain what that,
Yes, yes. There can be many vibrated things. So I may have shared before, or maybe I haven't shared it with everyone here, but I have on my kitchen meditation space a glass of water. And so I keep that there so that I have vibrated water every day. And likewise, you can do with your oil. So if you've got some almond oil or even just olive oil, you can keep it on your meditation space just here. And overnight that will get vibrated.
And then as Shri Mataji was talking in the her talk, the advice, if you rub it on your hands before you go to bed, and it's quite relaxing, and a little bit of show and tell. I have a little cup of water that I keep.
Oh, you do too, in a nice silver cup.
Yeah, we're lucky to get that, but it doesn't have to be silver. Just any nice cup that you use, and you use it for that purpose, that will do as well.
And the massage of the hands. So each of the fingers represent all the chakras. So you can also massage each of the fingers as well.
Yeah.
So do you ever do a hand massage in your foot soaks, Rita?
Not in the foot soaks, but we have done it as part of the foot soak. You mean when we do the programs for foot soaks? Yes, we have. Definitely, including, your candle treatment and stuff. One of the other things is the oil that you can use on the Sahasrara. So we've actually done head massage and stuff like that. So that's part of,
So we're foreshadowing for everyone that when you complete these Going Deeper sessions, you'll be graduating, of course, to the Ashram series. And as part of the Ashram series, on Mondays and Fridays, Rita has a foot soak session where all those who are in that Ashram series can attend foot soaks twice a week, Mondays and Fridays, and hand massages and head massages. So, well, I think we'd all like to be there. We'll all join you, Rita.
We cover the
Here's
range
the
of
time, Rita. Do you have a time on Mondays and Fridays?
9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Sydney time.
Okay.
9 o'clock.
So
Sydney time.
you're doing 8 o'clock, so it's a 1 hour latest
Okay.
time. Just
Yep.
gives me enough time to come back from work and
Oh, yes.
chill to start.
Rita's very busy, as well as doing tech for everyone.
No, not at all.
Sessions as
Yes,
well.
so the whole aim of the, I suppose the Foot Soak series started with that because we had quite a few beginners in South Australia, and then COVID came, so it was that opportunity of working together, and doing clearing, sometimes, bundling for each other or trying the vibrations out. If anyone wants a particular energy center, then we work on that. So it just varies. The format is basically clearing and meditation. So we have, that 10-15 minute clearing. We have Mother's Talk going into meditation, and using, learning more about your elements. So candle treatments and things like that. Yeah.
So Rita, it seems it's quite an interactive program as well. So participants can join in and I suppose they can talk about what chakras are catching. Is that something you do?
Yeah, we do. It varies very much as to, I mean, last Friday, someone said they wanted, Swadhisthana Nabi. So then on Monday, the program was kind of set to do that. Then someone requested, I think Sherban is still here, is here for the left side. So we'll be doing candle treatment on Friday to use, how to use the candle to kind of help clear and balance the left side, and use a few other balancing techniques and stuff, which is great. Yeah.
Sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
Mondays and Fridays.
9 o'clock. That's correct.
Sounds good.
Yes, it's a very exciting, I think Siobhan might be, she's still.
Yes, Shobhan's online.
Is online. I don't know whether we want to talk about the experience or how they feel with the clearing that's happening.
Oh,
No, I think Shobhan's left already.
Yeah.
Okay. In these series, actually, I do remember Andrew Rahue, who's a physiotherapist. He actually showed us a little bit of an oil massage for our hands.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
And perhaps it might be time to now seriously start getting our oil massage ready for rubbing on our hands, and as Rita mentioned, on our head as well. So
yeah.
It's very relaxing. Very relaxing.
And also helps with feeling the vibrations more as well.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Clearing as well, which is nice.
Yeah. So if anyone has any questions or comments, please be forthcoming. She's pretty good at answering, so let's use her.
Yes. A question for Rita. Come on.
Oh, right, you're talking about me. Sorry, I'm
yes.
All good things, Rita, not to worry.
I was just looking at there's 12 people to do the outro music, and that's I was kind of a little ahead in that discussion, so I didn't hear. My apologies. That's the multitasking thing happening here. Oh, I think it's like today's topic is fantastic, isn't it? And as you were saying, if people are worried, there's so many people, just because of our day-to-day life or things that are happening, it's, because you're busy, some things happen that you might kind of then get distracted or not feel as much, but then you come home, you do your foot soak, you do your balancing, you do your cleansing, you get someone else to give you some vibrations or put bandha, you get back and the vibrations start to flow again. So it's, and as you were saying, Lynn, it's not something to beat yourself about. It's just part of that learning process and going deeper.
That's right. And whatever you're feeling, it's your feeling.
That's right.
It doesn't have to be the same as somebody else. And also we're kind of working it out for everyone that's the same as us. We're kind of the archetypes, and whatever we work out, we're working it out for all those other people who are exactly the same as us. So there's we're doing the job for a lot of people. So
it's
good on
not
you, everyone.
right. And as Lynn and Rita was saying, don't beat yourself about, because when you're out and about in the community and you're with people, and you're also sometimes picking up things or stresses or emotions that they might be going through. And then when you come home, foot soak's really good, where you sort of flush it all out into the water and release it out of your subtle system.
So it's actually quite good if you get a lot of catches. It means you've been doing a lot of work. You've been a good vacuum cleaner. And then you clear it out. So it's a good job.
It might take longer than just the one foot soak. Sometimes it might be because it's it's where you are, it's the country, it's the state, it's the family. There's a lot of things. Gulshan, remember when the first couple of weeks that we were in Canberra, how the thumb was burning like anything. That was, I absolutely can never forget that.
Yes, Canberra had that reputation of being so hard on the soda stance.
Absolutely, yes. And Gulshan had arrived about 1 or 2 weeks before me, I think, and I had just finished my master's and stuff and came over. And the first few weeks, literally, my thumb was burning. I was sitting and doing, treatment candle, and still would not clear. And I was thinking, like, what's happening? I'm not studying. My exams are finished. Maybe I was so imbalanced that I didn't realize, what was happening. And then I kind of approached Gulshan and I said to her, oh my God, I really don't know. And, like my hand, my finger, my thumb is just literally burning. And she goes, great, mine too.
Well, Rita.
And then she explained to me about the fact that it was actually Canberra. And I think you had some stories from Sarah that she had explained the reasons for that. Yeah. So, and that was, I think, the trick, isn't it, Gulshan? As soon as your attention is there and you work it out where it is, then the influence is gone and it helps to.
Yeah. And you will be pleased to know now, Rita, that Canberra has redeemed itself.
No. It's with all the Sahaj yogis there, I am absolutely sure.
Yeah. Whether we just hardened up a little bit, but it's not too bad.
Sort of stands are feeling fine now.
But it's any new place you go, or a new area that you are. Because the place where you are, you get acclimatized to it or desensitized to it, or you start working it out. When you go to a new place, you feel it, and that's that kind of detachment you have. Okay, if you're feeling, go home, work it out, put a bandhan on it, and just take your attention off it, isn't it?
Yeah. So it is quite good to share whatever you're feeling, because sometimes you find like everybody else is feeling the same thing, and then it's a burden shared.
Absolutely.
Rather than feeling that.
I remember doing a foot soak with some of the people, and we finished it, and I turned around and I said, gosh, my left navi was really catching. And they said, so was mine. And it's quite a relief to know that it's not just one person, but it's a collective thing. So the burden's shared a little bit when we do it together. So I guess that's why it'd be handy joining the Monday and Friday foot soaks, because then you do it together. And often it's quicker too. You clear out a lot quicker when you do it together.
Yes. Well, Monday earlier than you, Rita, at 6, we had a foot soak session on Monday, and that worked a treat. And, I felt like I didn't need a second foot soak when I went home.
I think the other thing is also, as Gulshan, when you were saying, when everyone is, if others are feeling the same, it could just be something that's happening at that time. There might be things working out in the state, in the country, some financial stuff was happening, so everyone's worried about money, or there were some issues that have been brought forward in the news, so everyone's attention is kind of working on that family problems, or those kind of things. So so it's amazing. You kind of literally be the as you were saying, Glenn, your channel, you're connected. So you do become the channel to kind of help clear and solve and put our attention on a few things. So
yeah, and there's certainly lots of things we don't want to react to, to witness, on the news, etc. So it can be quite shocking.
Yes.
If we react to everything as well. So
I don't think we've got any questions.
Looks like no questions. I think everyone's blissed out in meditation.
Okay. So
so I'm just going to disappear and I'll let you guys finish and get ready for the outro music.
Okay.
Okay. Very nice.
And thank you for your help too tonight.
Yes, thanks very much, Rita. That was lovely to have
you. Anytime.
Thank you.
So thanks, everyone. We might put on some lovely music. It's a concert in Cabela. That's where Shri Mataji was talking about in that video. She bought the Cabela castle. It was a dilapidated castle. And this is a concert that was there or else in the hangar nearby, where all the collective were having a program together. So you can all enjoy that, I think. Would be nice. We'll finish off with that. Thanks, Rita.
Thanks, Lynn.